Welcome to Come Well to Amias as I am, as you are. Visit asyouare.com today and purchase your products, book our services and consultations, and enroll in the classes and courses. Visit asyouare.com today. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's show. Quick announcement. The first 10 students to enroll in the classes and courses on the website receive 3 free products for a total of $70 free. The first product is Crystal Clear. The second product is Urban Love. And the third product is Spray. 3 free products upon enrollment. Also, each student receives 1 ring upon graduation. 1 ring upon graduation. Rings made of stone and crystal. Those receive a $40 discount if paid in advance. Full price if paid into payments. Come take your consciousness and your spirituality to the next level. Now let's begin today's show. Yes. Welcome to Come Well to another episode, another doorway, another portal entitled Amias as I Am, as You Are. Today's show topic and title is entitled The A.A.A.Y.A and A.A.A.Y.A of Life. The A.A.A.Y.A of life. A.A.A.Y.A. So the basically is the first sound of what we call or know as the universe or the cosmos or whatever. It was an symbol or an symbol, an spelling because the universe spoke to us or our ancient lineage as the sound or pronunciation of The is what we make, the sound that we make when we have an idea like or something profound. So the is associated with the profoundness of a moment or an idea of a moment that one may capture and need to express it as an invention, as an activity, an action of some sort. So it's something that comes from nothing and turns into something. That's the aspect. The ib is the ancient Comitian people of A.A.A.Y.A, what you may call the African people of Africa, or that continent or that space in this place of existence. They called the heart the ib, I-B, as you see the spelling and the picture, the image inside today's title. So it was the ib of life. And if you look at the word ib, and you say ib, the spelling of this, the name heart is kind of similar to the sound that a heartbeat kind of makes. Similar. Ib. So ib was the name of a heart, or the name of what we call the heart, which is what is on, the ib is on the scale of ma'at when you deal with that kind of understanding. The ib and the feather. So the ib of life are the 3 vibrational, 3 levels of that we are within. And I will go deeper into that reason of, or the purpose of what today's video is about. So let's dive right into it. This title called the ib can also be seen and understood as the halo, head, and heart of life. The halo, head, and heart of life. That's the ib. Because if you look at the the universe, or what we call the universe, or right on top of what we call the firmament, or the filament in the firmament. Right on top of this, that light that glows, because there's a light, there's a shield of light that glows at the top. I'm not going to put this round because I don't, but at the top of the firmament, there's a glowing effect, a luminescent effect, because we're light beings. This light that shines at the top of the firmament can be known or seen as a halo effect. And that can go even deep into understanding of where Greenland is at, what you call Alaska or Antarctica, and there's a hole, a certain kind of hole there, like a halo. This is why when you're born as a baby, you have a hole at the top of your skull. We all had a hole on top of our skull, and we get that superstition back in the day. Not superstition, but have real meaning and purpose behind it, where they say don't walk over a baby's head, don't touch a baby's skull, because that skull halo was still there. So we're in a halo, which is a light luminescent projection projecting from our being. So that could be known as the halo. The head, of course, is the part where we do the head and the throat. So that's the head effect. And of course, the heart being the ib. So this title can also be seen and understood, or also called the Ib can also be called, seen and understood as the halo head and heart effect, or the halo head and heart of life. Also can be seen as the hierarchy, the heavens, and the haven of reality. So the halo head and heart of life can also be seen as the hierarchy, the heavens, and the haven of reality, because this is where the heaviness begins, from the neck down. Because if you really want to be technical, what we call upper body and lower body, on how we were taught, is not really upper body and lower body. They call the upper body from the skull to the bottom of your torso. That's the upper body, and the lower body can be seen from the torso to the legs, or sometimes from the top of the skull to the middle of the spine, from the middle of the spine to the legs. But that's not true. The actual upper part of the body, or upper body, is only the head by itself. That's it. Just the head is an upper body by itself. This is the upper body. The lower body is the neck down to the bottom of the feet. So the upper body, according to our ancient Humnecheret science, to the system of A.A.A.Y.A and Al-Kebalon, with our ancestors, the upper body was the head. The head is the whole body, because once again, when we deal with the five senses, you don't feel with your hands, you feel with your brain. You don't smell, or you don't touch things with your hands and fingers, you touch it with your brain. The same thing with things inside the head. You don't taste things with your tongue, you taste things with your brain. You don't see things with your eyes, you see things with your brain. You don't hear things with your ears, you hear things with your brain. So this is a very brainy experience, but nevertheless, the mind is the main importance and relevance of this understanding. The brain is just a physicalized version of what we call mind. Mind is your atmosphere and what you create in your reality and your experience around you, your surroundings. I don't want to get too far off. I touched into many different parts in other videos on my channel, touching upon what is mind exactly. And you can go into that and see what that's about, because that explains a little bit more. Like I said, people who need more further understanding, explanations, you can book a consultation. I can go deeper into it. And I appreciate y'all for booking them consultations, also blessing me in the Cashapp. Like I say, I do this not only for myself, but also for others who are on this path, other people who are in the shadows who need to find that light. This is what we do. And I come from a string of masters and monsters at metaphysics and the occult. So back into the topic. These are actually three vibrations. The the universe, is a vibration. Is a vibration. Is a vibration. And the heart, the end result of a heartbeat, is a vibration. A vibration is what you call spirit. This vibration animates the physical body. So we're walking vibrations on two legs. So these three levels, the Ib, the halo head heart, the hierarchy heavens and haven, are three vibrations. We are a living vibration, a present vibration, literally, not figuratively, not metaphorically, literally. So this main focus is based upon the importance of vibration and vibrations. Okay, just keep that word like neon lights in your mind, vibration and vibrations, and why I'm touching upon this. These are the three dominions that are connected and create the domino effect of your immediate moment to moment experience. This can also be seen and titled as the sky, the surface, and the abyss. The sky, surface, and abyss communication, or the sky, surface, and abyss communication that provides unlimited creating opportunity from the all-knowing to the one who knows. From the all-knowing to the one who knows. This provides a free-flowing, free access, communication, and dialogue with the all-knowing as the one who knows. So you are the one who knows. And once you understand that these things are connected, these levels of vibrations are connected and communicate with each other, then you, the one who knows, becomes in direct contact with the all-knowing. We are all governed within and have our being within a sandwich of vibration levels of existence. A sandwich. We are within a sandwich. The meat in the sandwich is the The bottom piece of the bread is the ib, and the top piece of the bun is the These are three vibrations. We are in a vibrational sandwich of existence. We're all governed within and have our being within a sandwich of vibratory levels of existence. Three vibratory states to be exact, according to this show. The vibration of the universe, the vibration of the as-verse, which is the or the as you are, and the vibration of the inner verse, the heart, which is what I also coined in the classes, the bios verse, or the biosphere. So the three vibratory states, to be exact: the vibration of the universe, the vibration of the as-verse, and the vibration of the inner verse. And the vibration of the inner verse. These are the three manifestos of man. Man, not meaning masculine, not meaning boy, not meaning testosterone. Man meaning M-A-N, which is Hebrew for Mem Aleph Nun. Mother, father, child, which is human beings, human. If we were to investigate this matter and try to make sense of this phenomenon, we would most likely come to the terms or truth that something magnanimously divine is holding itself in a still eternal meditation of infinity. Why would I say that? You have this and then we go and then there's a ib. You would have to think to some degree like everything is in a state of a vibratory frequency. It's in a state of constant meditation for some reason. There's something meditative that is just meditating and does not and will not and cannot come out of that meditation. The moment it comes out of its meditation, we disappear. Because it's in a constant state of in a constant state of in a constant state of ib. So if you were to investigate this matter and try to make sense of this phenomenon, we will most likely come to the terms or truth that something magnanimously divine is holding itself in a still eternal meditation and position of infinity. And within that meditation of infinity, we, the finite, appear and exist. within three vibratory expressions of the divine. These three vibratory expressions, once again, being the the and the ib. These are the three expressions of the divine. This is where that saying comes from: when God is asleep, we are awake. When God is awake, we are asleep. When we meditate, keep this in mind. When we meditate, we meet with the infinite intermediate one, the divine one. And out of that meditation and meeting, we bring with us that specific vibration from the divine and create our own specific, unique creation. Specifically, whatever desired creation that you choose to create. Here, in the finite, the dimension of the finite from the realm of the infinite. This is where the converts into the and the signals the ib. This is the meditation. While we meditate to begin to be that vibration, to meet that vibration, to be one with that divine vibration, with the infinite or the infinite. And when we come out of that meditation to open our eyes back to the finite, we bring with us that divine vibration and utilize it to vibrate whatever we choose to manifest. This is what meditation is: to meet with the infinite intermediate one, what you call the divine, or what you even want to call God, or whatever you call this thing. So this is when we manifest, we bring that vibration from the infinite to the finite, from the infinite to the finite. We bring the vibration of the convert it into the vibration of the and from the convert it into the vibration of the ib. You beat your reality and your manifesto into existence, literally. This is why meditation is very relevant when wanting or needing or desiring to bring something into physical form. It has to go through a vibratory graduation first. Convert, so this is where the converts into the and the signals the ib. The signals the ib to begin beating that reality around us through what I call the 5 principles of manifestation. These 5 principles, which is what I teach in my classes, are beat, wave, pulse, rhythm, and last but not least, vibration. This is what the ib does. This is what the heart does. This is what the haven does. This is what the abyss does. This is the end product, the heart, to begin beating that reality. This is the correspondence. Pardon me. This is the coherence. And when it begins to manifest outside of you, that is the correspondence. It corresponds with something beating inside and beating it into a physical form. This is the connection. This is how things come into physical form, into view, into eye view. Okay? So we literally become the beacon that begins to physically broadcast its mental intention immediately. First doorway. You be the value when you begin to see the value. Now, what do I mean by that? Be true to the spiritual opportunities presenting itself to you more than the human opportunities you're introducing yourself to. This is an example of specific vibrations vibrating around you and or towards you, the spiritual opportunities. So be more true to the spiritual opportunities that presents itself to you rather than the human opportunities that you are introducing yourself to or trying to create humanly. Not saying one is more important than the other, but percentage-wise, according to this path and this gnosis and this title and this topic and this specific show, become more true to your spiritual opportunities rather than the human opportunities that you're trying to create and introduce yourself to. Be more true, be more receiving and receptive of that which is showing itself and presenting itself to you. Because this is an example, and what kind of example is this? This is an example of specific vibrations vibrating around you and or towards you that you subconsciously call to yourself from your desires. Learn how to welcome them inward and onward. Because after they're received through a welcome, your welcome, they begin guiding. Once you welcome this vibration coming towards you, these spiritual opportunities coming towards you, once you learn to welcome them in, they begin to guide. They're a natural guiding system, a natural GPS system. The welcoming converts into a guiding or GPS. Once they're received through a welcome, they begin immediately guiding. And this guiding is what most call God. Or God is speaking to me. God is showing me this. God is revealing something to me. This is this guiding when you welcome in the spiritual opportunity that you call to yourself that has presented itself to you. Godhood is guidehood. The word God is the word guide, synonymous with the word guide. Godhood is guidehood, meaning what we call God is actually a guide or guiding intelligence, an invisibly internal guiding system that guides according to what you psychosomatically create within. Psychosomatically means psychologically in the mind. Somatic nervous system means the emotional body. According to what you feel, according to what your image and feeling match. This is that guiding that it guides you on, that you call to yourself. According to what you psychosomatically create within. In other words, it maps out a specific path through situations and scenarios in alignment with your mental and emotional chemistry. Ultimately meaning that you, and only you are actually God guiding itself. That's the ultimate trick. That's the ultimate understanding of that point. Second doorway. So Amias, was I a meditating vibration that came into manifestation? When it comes to our present day understanding of manifestation, our present day understanding of manifestation, our modern day understanding of manifestation, we think of manifestation as desiring and requesting a thing. But the question is, was there a point in time or a moment in time in your existence that you were actually being given things without desiring, asking, or requesting things? Let's investigate this understanding for a minute. When you reflect back on your infanthood, you see that you were given a mother's body, you were given a mother's arms, you were given a mother's protection, you were given parents' love, you were given nurture, and you were given food. You were given shelter. You were given support, etc., etc., etc. All without asking for it. Your being was given it. So yes, to answer that question, there was a time that you were manifestation. There was no manifesting. You were being given these things. So when you're being given something, there's no such thing as manifestation. But how do I get back to that state of being given that? That should be the real question. But how? But why? How did that happen? How are you being given this? For one simple reason. Because you were purely in your innocence. 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 You were an infant, a baby, a child, purely in the state of your divine innocence. I'm giving you one of the main keys to manifestation. This gets a lot deeper than how I'm going to touch upon it in this video, but it can be explained aside from YouTube. Because you were purely in your innocence, and your innocence is the divine mode. Your innocence is the divine mode of reception and receiving. What we know as innocence is being in vibration reception mode. Being in the vibration of constantly receiving. Keep this in mind and heart. Keep on. That embryonic sleep within the mother's embryonic waters or waters of Nu or MC Nu within her system is the fluid meditation or the that you should be going into now and becoming now as an adult. For what reason? To begin creating your new ib or your new heartbeat, your new beat, your new vibration that you're being born into again. Intentionally this time. This specific vibration can be identified, which you hear this vibration inside of the mother's system, her body, is called the fetal tone sounds. So this vibration is known as the fetal tone sounds that you hear during an ultrasound scan when the woman is pregnant. That's that beating that you hear. That is the embryonic divine sleep, the eternal sleep of the divine one. You, me, us. If you can get back into that vibration, into that eternal sleep, that eternal relax, that divine grace, intentionally, with a desired state, things will begin to pop up around you automatically. Because that's the state where things are being given to you. And you no longer have to focus and direct and redirect your manifestation techniques and manifestation powers and qualities. You don't have to stress that energy so much and tax that so much. If you just relax and chill the hell out. Stop stressing all this nonsense. Be very aware of where you direct your attention at. On this channel, I touch upon what to do with your mind and your being and your energy and the forces and the elements that is governed within you and that you are governed within. That is your makeup and is your hardwiring of your being. This is not a news channel. This is not what's going on to the right and to the left. What's going on in front of you, behind you, last week, last month, 2 years from now, 8 years from now, 10 years before. What just happened yesterday, what happened tomorrow. what's going to happen tomorrow morning, what was on YouTube, or TikTok, or Instagram this morning. This ain't about Hollywood. This ain't about music industry. It's not about none of that. This is about you. And you have to begin directing the attention on you. Be very careful where you direct your attention. Because in metaphysics, we were always taught attention is life. And I'm not saying I don't hear things. I don't come across things. I mean, it is what it is, whatever. Gives a damn. But are you benefiting from it? Is it helping you go within, or is it helping you stay without? Is it bringing you in the depths of the core of your being, or is it keeping you on the surface of the illusion? Ain't nothing going on but you. Ain't nothing going on but me. Ain't nothing in existence but this moment. Now, going back to that fetal tone sound, that embryonic, eternal, divine grace and sleep, that fetal tone sound, that specific state of being, that vibration, that fetal vibration, that specific state of being as an embryo, gamete, zygote, embryo. Yeah, I guess in between zygote and embryo, because you got 3 stages of the trimester: gamete, zygote, embryo. So the embryonic stage. That specific state of being as an embryo has a specific and certain heartbeat. That heartbeat is very relaxed. So if your heartbeat is going crazy and you're trying to manifest something, you may manifest things by chance, but I'm here to teach you or remind you how to manifest things by choice, with intention, carrying a book bag of your desires with you into that state. That specific state of being as an embryo has a certain heartbeat, has a certain specific ib to it. Therefore, a specific heartbeat is required in order to once again embody that same state and create those same results of being given things from the divine, but within a new body, which is your new body, your now body, this moment body that you have right now, having its new desired experience. This is a reality that it doesn't leave you flat. It doesn't leave you alone. It doesn't leave you with nothing. It's here to give you everything, if you just know how to welcome it in. It's constantly giving something to you. Somebody is constantly giving something to you every day or every week. But if you really recognize it, you're being given something every single moment of your life. But the question is, do you recognize where and who it's coming from? And what it is. And also where it's at. That specific heartbeat is a beat now, what we're talking about now, present day, with you putting your attention in left, right, up, down, in front of you, behind you, focusing on Tom, Dick, and Harry, Jane, Beth in jail. You're doing all this. What is he doing? What is she doing? What's going on over there? Who did that? Who wore what? Who said what? What happened over there? When you're constantly doing that, your heartbeat matches the template of your thought. That specific divine innocent heartbeat now is concerned with worry or stress. No longer divine grace and bliss. This is why when going into meditation, this is the very reason you begin to breathe slowly and calmly when going into meditation, to begin to calm down the central nervous system, to calm down your nerves. Because even though you're reading certain things, you're looking at what's going on in the music or in acting or in movies or sports or whatever the hell's going on, even family issues, your household issues, children, whatever. You are stressing and taxing the energy of your central nervous system. And this is preserved energy. That's preserved to be used for emergency and urgent situations. And you're taxing it because you're putting your attention on garbage and filth. And you're getting emotional about people that you have no idea about, never knew, and never may know. Vicarious experiences. living illusionally. And once you're in the illusion, you become delusional. So once you become illusional, you become delusional, psychotic, sociopathic. All this is tied in. So this is the very reason when you meditate, you begin to breathe slowly and you begin to calm your system down, to begin calming your central nervous system, in order to access that internal center doorway called the A.A.A.Y.A, within the core of your ba, your soul. So I say to those in the language, the ancestral tongue, the ancestral pronunciation, Sankofa to the ib of that ba in order to access your A.A.A.Y.A. Okay? Next doorway. Amias. What's the process of understanding of vibration into manifestation? Which is what I touched upon before. First, understand this concept. We are planes of existence within realms of existence, creating paradigms to pass through in order to project dimensional experiences. Now, I broke this down before, and I keep breaking it down every once in a while. There's a difference between a dimension, a realm, a paradigm, and a plane. It's not the same thing. Dimension is the very end result. You are a plane of existence. Okay? In other words, we're divine home living inside of its own created rooms, creating hallways to walk through doorways. Back towards ourself, back into ourself, our main space of being. Understand that we are all living, breathing mythologies. That's right, we're all living, breathing mythologies. So you know how you read mythologies and you understand mythologies? Understand that you're a mythology reading another mythology. When are you going to finesse and chronicle your own mythology as your own mythological character in your own story? You are a living, breathing mythology. We are all living, breathing mythologies as the main character and characters, including your wife, including your husband, including your man, including your woman, including your mother, including your father, including your child, including your family, including strangers, including everybody. You are the main character as well as the characters around your main character. Creating and living through your own unique mythology. The word unique means a lot of attention has to go into you and yours to begin accessing your A.A.A.Y.A through your ba, to begin beating your ib a certain way. Next doorway. Amias, am I a vibrating dimension? Am I a vibrating dimension, Amias? As a dimensional embodiment, recognizing paradigms and accessing them into deeper realms of your primal existence. Understand this when you're dealing with old vibrations and new vibrations. As a dimensional embodiment that you are, recognizing paradigms, which are things to pass through to get back to you, and accessing them into deeper realms of your primal existence, the deeper inside rooms of the core of your being, or the cuneus of your brain, of your mind. When you begin going in, you begin to shed old vibrations or prior vibrations or past vibrations and become encased within a new or present vibratory state of existence. So if you want to shed that old vibration, that old habit, that old lifestyle, you have to begin to go inside, because that's how you begin to shed off. Like a snake sheds the skin. The skin is the outer surface, but it has to wiggle through and move and have little jukings in its system, in its skeletal system, to begin to shed and shake off that old skin. It has to shed it off. And that's a vibratory that you're that's a vibration that you're witnessing. It's going through a vibratory divine dance to get rid of that old skin. but it's going internally, and you see that old skin is actually on the surface, and it sheds off, and the snake just slithers back, it slithers into its next journey or travels or whatever it's doing. So when you go inside, this is how you begin shedding that old personality or that old identity, that old image. But you have to begin going in. The way in is the only way out. As this occurs, your beingness pierces through, when you begin going deep inside the core of your being, the center of your quarks, the center of your electron, your electronic intelligence. As this occurs, your beingness pierces through the echoing vibrations and sinks deeper into the core of tune or sound, the space from where all vibrations vibrate from. And from there, you sink deeper into where? Into the prime silence of your existence. As an embryo is silent, the fetus is silent. The fetus and embryo ain't talking. It's silent. I'm giving you things to look at and observe and analyze on your own time. To begin embodying that state, to understand that state and mimic that state, to become that innocence, that baby once again. This is why the Biblio said you can't walk into the kingdom of heaven unless you are as a child. That's what Gnosticism. That's Sufism. You begin to sink deeper into the prime silence of your existence. In other words, looking at this process backwards, from a physical vibrating creation back to its primal silence from where it primarily vibrated from, you go from reverberation to vibration, then from vibration to vibe, then from vibe to verb. Verb is just a state of being or occurrence. Then from verb to a stillness. And from that stillness into a divine silence. These are all graduatory states or connected states of what I call solar synthesization, where the spirit infuses itself back into the soul being the prime station where it first protruded from or where it projects from. This is the very reason why, when you create into a vibrating solidness, you must first always return back to a space of stillness and silence within. You have to become that embryonic fetal intelligence again. This is why you go back into a space of stillness and silence within, whether bodily or mentally or both, in order to once again create another vibratory experience that you desire. Everything comes from the everything state, the silence state, the state of all potential, the all-potent one, the permeating one, the divine one, the stilled, silent one. The last doorway is, the subconscious state is composed of 3 nano vibrations. The subconscious state is composed of 3 nano vibrations. The subconscious orchestrates and animates the subatomic, to the word sub and sub. All things in existence have a subatomic structure or a subatomic foundation to its structure. Remember, the subconscious orchestrates and animates the subatomic. All things and every single thing of a substance, including your human body, from your human body to your couch, from my human body to my stones, from my human body to my cloth, from my human body to my hair, to my rings, to whatever, the flower, the wall, the window, the couch. All things and every single thing of physical substance, from your human body to your chair, is the product of a compound or compounds. Keep this in mind. I'm going to an order, a certain order. All compounds are composed of molecules or molecular structures. All molecular structures are composed of atoms or atomic groups. And each atom within that atomic group contains a subatomic intelligence to its existence and purpose. I just gave you the clue, the understanding. Understand these three things: atom, molecule, compound. Atom, molecule, compound. AMC, like the AMC channel on cable. AMC, atom, molecule, compound. But underneath that atom is the subatomic intelligence. And that subatomic intelligence that's connected to this couch is connected to the subconscious mind in me. The subatomic intelligence that's in these flowers are connected to the subconscious mind in me. The subatomic intelligence that's connected to this wall or made of this wall is connected to the subconscious intelligence within me. I can create my home, I can create my flower, I can create a couch, I can create a car, I can create whatever I want to create once I create the connection and communication between my subconscious intelligence and that subatomic particle in that thing. This is what you call manifesting. And it gets deeper. I'm not going to get that deep on this channel. I give clues and hints. You want to go any deeper, you know what to do. You know the email. Meaning, you and your immediate surrounding and atmosphere are one. You and your atmosphere and environment are literally connected through the feeling of vibration and through the vibration of feeling. This is why and how you feel, literally. Because your surrounding physical atmosphere and your actual living reality is actually one. The subconscious animates itself as feeling, and feeling matures itself into a vibration over time when occurring repetitiously, and that vibration becomes the mood environment of our immediate experience. You know the word atmosphere. The word atmos means feeling. It means mood. Within the word atmosphere. So your atmosphere is literally your feeling sphere, or your sphere of feeling. Yeah, what you call your home, what you call your living room, what you call the space in your car, your neighborhood, your area, your zip code, your town, your city, your state. It is literally a vibrating feeling, a vibrating mood that is vibrating so slow it looks like it's still, but it's not. And even just to give you a fun fact, another word for feeling, for the word feeling, other words for feeling, synonyms for the word feeling is center, core, bone, impression, spirit, and frame. These are synonyms or other words that replace the word feeling. The frame of your home is not a home, it's a feeling. As a matter of fact, your home is your That's why you go into meditation in your home as or This is your frame. This is your spirit. Remember, the spirit is within or on the outer shelling or casing of the body, however you want to, according to your understanding. But that car doesn't move until I start the ignition. Nothing in this home turns on until I turn the stove on. So I turn something on, the turn on switch. Or the breaker switch. I'm the spirit of this home. I'm the spirit of my car. You are the spirit. Feeling is the spirit. The spirit creates the frame of your reality. It's in your bones. Think about it. Every physical thing that came into physical existence, including you, was once just an idea. that realm of idea, what we call the realm of idea, where we get the is the subatomic realm. And the thought or thoughts that sprout from that idea becomes an atom. In metaphysics, every thought creates an atom. So in other words, in order to connect with, orchestrate, and create your surrounding atmosphere and environment according to whatever you desire, meet it at the vibration of the subatomic realm and direct it into your desired design and architecture of your desired state. The and A.A.A.Y.A of life. Amias, as I am, as you are. I'll see you guys in class at 1 p.m. And for all others, join the class. Visit the website. Don't forget that, asyouall.com. Hit the Cash App. It's appreciated. And give them right back to you tenfold, 100-fold. And I'll see y'all next time. See you in the next video. As you all.